Hey, Mark Weiser and Ryan Dennis of the Athens Banner-Herald after Georgia's 41-17 win over South Carolina. Ryan, it was a close game before Rodrigo Blankenship's field goal into the halftime locker room, and then Georgia came out and blew out the Gamecocks. Turns out to be Georgia's biggest or most lopsided win since 1971 here, and they scored the most points they've ever scored in Columbia going back to like late 1800s.
That's quite impressive. Going back to Rod's kick, that kind of gave them the spark, like the Rose Bowl. That's what I thought about when it happened, and sure enough, they came out firing on all cylinders in the second half and just dominated the game after halftime. So.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly kind of what you figured with this big offensive line and Georgia's playmakers getting the ball to Mecole Hardman on the outside. Jake Fromm completed 6 of 6 passes to start the third quarter, and Georgia's defense pitched a couple of 3-and-outs there. So it started off the game with DeAndre Baker with his big pick six, as I told him, with an asterisk. Dropped the ball, and Jawan Taylor gets credited with a 1-yard interception return, kind of a weird...
Crazy stats.
Yeah. Weird thing, but Georgia was #1 pick in the SEC East, obviously heavy favorite, and South Carolina, 24th ranked team in the country, was #2.
Came in with a lot of hope today, I think.
Yeah, so this was a trendy upset pick, and it didn't happen. It just shows, it's an early indicator to how big the gap is between Georgia and the rest of the SEC East.
Yes.
The next few games, I mean, Georgia might not be challenged really until LSU if you look at it, but Drew Lock, Missouri could.
I would say don't overlook Missouri there.
Could say something about it, but a lot of positives for Georgia. You can look on some negative things in terms of the secondary. Getting a lot of yards rung up on them, but only 54 yards rushing.
Yeah. I know they said that was their mindset, control the line of scrimmage. Going back to Jake Fromm in the second half, it looked like he felt more confident, more comfortable in the pocket because he had some fluttery throws, that interception down the sideline. He just didn't look like the Jake Fromm we kind of remember, and I think he was more confident. And I think the line might have gotten a chewing or something at halftime. But talk about the importance of Cade Mays coming in and filling in for Andrew Thomas there. I'm sure everybody kind of had that collected gasp when they saw Andrew laying there on the field, but Cade came in, and heck, it seemed like the offense was even better after he came in.
Yeah, it helps if you have a 5-star waiting in the wings to just plop in there at left tackle. And Georgia didn't miss a beat. They scored, finished out that one drive, and then the next two as the Gamecocks just got worn down in the heat, and the Bulldogs just kind of asserted their will, and Gamecock fans hit the exits.
Right, and I think Cade actually sprung Elijah Holyfield on that little 5-yard run. I was keeping an eye on Cade there, and I just know that he threw the block, laid there, and threw both hands up in the air as he watched Elijah trot into the end zone. So man, they want to be dominant on the lines of scrimmage, and man, they sure do have a lot of guys. So.
All right, big win for Georgia, and we'll see you on the podcast this week and next weekend when Middle Tennessee rolls into town.
Go to onlineathens.com, see everything you need to see.